when we think about pitching, we should really be aiming at the same part of the brain, which is what you did when you showed me that you were sleeping as a kid with your hand
Yeah.
stretching across your face. I immediately felt sorry for you,
Yeah.
felt sympathy, and I immediately believed that if anyone's going to solve this problem, it is this fucking guy who's been through
Yeah.
that pain.
I've had 2 surgeries. Both of them didn't really work. Like, I mean, like I've
Yeah.
got the story.
My girlfriend's the same. Surgeries, but she's coming up to her third one now.
Yeah.
We've tried all the nose strips. I saw you wearing one. I bought that one for her.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of people watching right now, and there's something going on with these bloody fucking like noses.
Yeah.
People shouldn't like.
Yeah.
We're doing something. I think.
feel like I may have popularized some of the nose strip stuff.
Yeah, but good.
but yeah.
Good. Making it cool. Pain, profession, passion.
Yeah.
Ideally, you have all three.
If you have all three, then I mean, my God, you're set. Like if basically pain created an obsession and for some reason you also were doing something like that in your work, like I feel like the likelihood that you don't succeed is almost nothing. You only need one of those three. You just pick one. Like if you just had one pain that you had that you wanted to overcome or one passion that you were just inherently interested in, because sometimes passion has nothing to, like you might just be really into model cars. It's okay. Well, there's a lot of businesses that you can build around model cars. It's like you can manufacture model cars. You can have services around model cars, making them faster because some people race model cars. You can be a collector and start flipping model cars. Like you can just make media around how to build them and then have a media company around it. Like there's so many different components of any obsession or interest that you can make. I was talking to on one of the future episodes of Mosey Tank that's coming out. We have a guy who's he loves Dungeons and Dragons. So he's an IT guy and just loves Dungeons and Dragons. And he was like, I just want this to make enough money that I don't have to do IT anymore. But it was so pure, you know what I mean? And so I was like, we're gonna help you do this. And so we kind of walked through the business plan for it. But like, is he going to be a billionaire? No, but I also don't think that's his goal. And so I think being really clear on what you want is important. So if you're like, I want to be the richest person in the world, I think it's a terrible goal, but if you want that, great. Well, you have to have a multi-trillion-dollar idea because by the time that occurs, there's already multi-trillion-dollar companies now. So you got to be looking at like decatrillion-dollar opportunity. And so believe it or not, basically the bigger the goal, the narrower the scope of the paths to get there. If you're like, I want to make $10 million, I'm like, you can literally do that in almost any business. You want to make $100 million? Probably still almost any business you can do it. On a long enough time horizon, you can do it. A trillion or decatrillion, it's going to be some sort of tech. It's probably going to have some sort of